Oh my god, hold on. Hold on. That makes sense. Given the previous lore, to be fair, I know Spartan 2's had a jacking off mechanism installed as part of the plans to integrate smart AI Spartan relations when needed. Has anybody watched the Halo TV show? No? No? No, never played Halo either? Who wants Halo series? I want a Halo series. I want a Halo series that actually does Halo justice, though. But instead, we're getting stuck with this. And then the actual video game portion of the IP is getting left in the dust. Should have just made ODST. That's a really good drama story. It's so good. I just know that the chef guy takes off his helmet and gets laid. Wait, there's a sex scene in the Halo show? That's not canon. Master Chief never loses. I don't know, how did the Star Wars anime anthology go for Disney? It was cool. I mean, it was okay. I do know 3 of, I think, the 7 studios they picked for the Star Wars anthology are working on projects now. But I would say it's okay. Heard everyone was getting mad when Master Chief removed his helmet. That's part of it, but after we watch this, we'll get to the part that annoyed me. All I remember from the media outside the games is that in one of the books, it said that suits jacked them off to keep them at peak performance. You're lying. Hold on. No. Hold on. Hold on. No, fuck the trailer. Glacy, I need a source on that. What? The suits have a masturbation system? Hold on. You're lying. Halo Spartan suits. You're making me look up porn or something. What do I even Google for this? Halo Spartan suits novel masturbation tech? Like, what do I Google? r/Halo story, Reddit, 2022. I imagine they'd just be horny in their armor. They don't have repressed sex drives like the Spartan 2s, so they would take care of it afterwards. The armor doesn't jerk them off or anything. Oh my god, hold on. Hold on. That makes sense. Given the previous lore, to be fair, I know Spartan 2's had a jacking off mechanism installed as part of the plans to integrate smart AI Spartan relations when needed. What? That's what the metal cod piece
the elite's eyes.
diaper/cod piece was for. Unfortunately, with Gen 2, they removed this. Oh, I'm opening the link. This Mjolnir combat armor is quite possibly the most critical advancement in our program, she began. It will serve as a lifeline to our Spartans. It increases their already enhanced agility, strength, and reflexes. The outer casing is enhanced with titanium alloy, and the undersuit is an advanced flex suit capable of applying biofoam whenever necessary. One of the benefactors cut her off. Am I seeing this right? She looked up from her PDA and quoted the text. The groin region packs a sexual stimulant designed to reduce combat stress. And yes, it does. But we will be discussing inquiries on the Mjolnir armor on a later date. This is merely a presentation. What? All right. So there might be a point in Halo 2 when the Breaking Benjamin song is playing that Master Chief is either approaching orgasm or has orgasmed recently without you stopping the gameplay. Anyway, back to this. That's kind of fucked up. I didn't know about that. Thank you, Glacy, for that little bit of lore. What novel is that source from? I don't fucking know. Dude randomly stands still and just makes noises out of nowhere. Hey, maybe armor lock has multiple functions. You saying me that those sudden vibrations on the controller was just Chief busting one? Oh my god. Wait, hold on. Who said there was a sex scene in the show? Is it in the trailer? Can I show this on Twitch? Am I gonna see random like Spartan ass? Is that a penis? What the fuck is that? Hold on. For context, why I said is that a penis? Hold on. First, I want to be clear. This is not a dick, but this was the preview image. I didn't know what this was. Okay. He's got the Halo 4 crack going. Is the Arbiter in the Halo show? Or is it just elites? I really honestly wish the Halo show was in the Halo universe and not just Master Chief's story. There's so much to play with in the sandbox. Like, who cares? We got Master Chief's story through the games, and we're getting it through the games still. Well, we were. Halo Infinite put a wrench in that plan. But, hee Spectre. Welcome in. Why can't we, like VV said, why can't we just get an ODST movie? ODST was so good. Who's Master Chief? Is that Master Chief? I literally don't know who Master Chief is. Like, without the helmet, I don't know who he is. The aesthetic is here. Everything's here. It just, I feel like their execution isn't perfect. What would you want from a Halo show? Honestly, VV kind of hit it for me. Just give me an ODST style narrative. I don't want to follow Master Chief. I've been following him in the games. I don't need his story. Period. I literally do not need his story. I want to follow the world. It's kind of like I don't care about Star Wars. I think Star Wars is annoy Star Wars fans. I think it's kind of boring. I do not think Star Wars is that interesting. It's high fantasy in space, which don't take that as a derogatory statement. It's just, if I wanted to watch high fantasy, I'd go watch Lord of the Rings or something Lord of the Rings adjacent, like Game of Thrones, which ended poorly, but I digress. There are parts of Star Wars that are interesting. The best Star Wars side story, like subplot going on in the background, would be something like The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian is really good. It's engaging, it's fun. And speaking of The Mandalorian, it's a good example of why the statement made by Master Chief's actor is so fucking stupid. So basically, what happened was Pablo Schreiber, the actor for Master Chief, had a little interview recently. And I want to read everything he said first. And then I have two opinions on it. Two opinions depending on what the reality is. But he is quoted as saying, when you play a first-person shooter, the way a character is developed is very different than what's necessary when you're making long-form television. Right? To go on this journey with your protagonist, you're not going to be able to bring an audience along in a long-form story without having access to a character's face, which tells you what they are feeling, how they think about everything. That access to a character's emotional life over the course of time is what makes you empathize and connect with that character. I'm sorry, but it's the only choice for long-form storytelling in television. What I would say to anyone who disagrees with that, I totally respect that opinion, but I assume that is what I would say to anybody who disagrees with that, because the statement is kind of weird. But it's a pretty basic place to start when you're talking about making a television show of quality. Now, I'm not an actor, but I think Pedro Pascal nailed The Mandalorian. His mannerisms, everything from how he stood in scenes to the way he directed his gaze, the way he carried himself in that suit. You never saw his face until the end of, slight spoilers for Mandalorian, I think end of season 1. You saw it for, or was it end of season 2? I can't remember. But it was about, 5 minutes that you saw his face out of the entire 7+ hour runtime of The Mandalorian. Super good characterization. Very good physical acting. And if Pablo Schreiber thinks that the only way to convey emotion and really bring someone along with you, with the character, is to use facial expressions, he just must not be that great of a a physical actor. Because physicality is how you do that without showing the face. You have to convey all of your energy and emotions and current either contentment or distress physically. It's really annoying to see that be the attitude, I guess, that is behind the person that is portraying Master Chief, who is a character that never shows his face, because we have plenty of examples to disprove this. We have Darth Vader. who doesn't show his face once he becomes Darth Vader. Yes, I just said Star Wars is boring, but there's a lot of body language through Darth Vader that shows his feelings in the current moment very clearly. Even though all you picture when you hear Vader in your head is a stoic figure in a black suit with a black helmet going, that's it. But during the movie, in any scene he's in, there's a lot of emotion being conveyed. Andrew Garfield was really good at that because his suit wasn't CG like Tom Holland. ODST followed multiple characters that gave perspective for each about the world and about the world in which Halo takes place. I agree, it's more world building and it's an easy way to actually write it with different perspectives. Yeah, I want the world of Halo. I don't need Master Chief because I get Master Chief through the games. I don't know, man. The Spider-Man masks are pretty expressive. Body language can really carry. Yeah, I saw some people saying that Dread 2022. For people who don't know, I don't think I can show a scene from Dread 2012, my bad. I don't think I can show Dread 2012 on Twitch. It was kind of one of the first hard R rated. Hard R is maybe not the best way to describe it. Like they leaned into the R rating though for superhero movies. And because of that, it was very dark. It was very gritty. It was very bloody and very unrelenting. But I saw people saying Dread is a good example of a character whose face you never see and a character whose emotions are conveyed physically. But I feel like Dread isn't the fairest one to compare because you see Carl Urban's mouth in Dread the whole time. So I mean, I don't think it's fair to compare Master Chief to half the face being visible. I don't think that's a fair comparison. I mean, granted, I will say this as a huge Dread fan, because I love this movie. This is my favorite superhero movie. If anybody's curious what my favorite comic book movie is, it's Dread 2012. This is Carl Urban's expression the whole movie. He looks like this. He has the biggest scowl you've ever seen. If you look up anything from Dread, he literally has a frowny face the whole movie. This is all he does. He never smiles. Even when he talks, he's got the same stupid scowl on his face. He always looks just upset. He angry. But another example I saw people throwing around to kind of come back at Pablo Schreiber is Deadpool, which I don't think is fair because you see Wade with his helmet off, his Deadpool mask off constantly. I don't think that's fair either. And Deadpool's eyes are akin to what Glacy said. Those CG Spider-Man suits, boy, they're expressive. Also, hi Fat Tall Cat, welcome in. How's your day going? Or night, I guess. Wally was expressive without a face too. Yeah, but Wally was able to move things. Like what we're talking about is characters that are in stiff outfits and they cannot convey emotion through facial expression. So instead, you have to rely on cinematography and you have to rely on the the actor's physicality to actually convey those emotions. And I think there's a really good track record of characters that can do that. And I will at least give credit where credit's due, or at least, not maybe credit's the wrong word. I will give some slack where it's due. You can't just convey emotion through physicality. Because in a film, it's up to the actor and the director. The director and the cinematographer. Everything has to come together to visually sell you on what is happening and how a character is feeling. It's not just if you have a good physical actor. That's not going to save a poorly directed or poorly shot sequence. It won't. And that's not going to help convey anything. Good. Hoping school gets canceled tomorrow. I mean, I'm expecting to be snowed in for a while if the temperature doesn't go up. So, fingers crossed. Props to all the people that play Monster of the Week characters. Which is why they had Andrew Garfield pull off the mask when a character dies. Yeah, and I'm gonna, like, I would be fine with Master Chief showing his face once or twice. The problem isn't that the helmet came off. The problem is that the show and now the person portraying the character seems to think that you cannot emotionally connect with an audience without showing a face, which is naive. It's not how it works. My other take, based on the way that he phrases a lot of this, it sounds very PR-y for the Halo show and not really his thoughts in some regards. But that's not as interesting of a take because that's where my input ends. It just sounded like that to me. So that's my other possibility in my head. But they're both assumptions. They're both assumptions based on the information I have. Like the Mandalorian. But yes, like the Mandalorian. Pedro Pascal did a great job in Mandalorian. It's fantastic. Loved it. One example that people gave was Rorschach from Watchmen. If you've seen Watchmen, you don't see Rorschach with his mask off for a very long time. That is a very long movie. It's like 3 hours. And you do not see Rorschach until about an hour and a half into the movie without a mask on. And you get so much from his body language. It's crazy. The Baby Yoda show. There's a Baby Yoda show? What's his name? Grogu? He's got some weird name. They try to shove down everybody's throats. It's Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda's easy to remember. I've barely seen an inch of snow lately. Ugh. I know. It only just recently snowed here, so don't worry. Rather it didn't snow, but... Oh yeah, you guys are on the wrong side of the screen still. I need to move you guys. I put you all over there for Mario Party. I have no segue for this. I said we'd come back to it. I need to show you guys what... Leo, I think you mentioned RuneScape. We need a RuneScape show or a RuneScape movie. I don't know if anybody here has seen what's called a RuneScape music video.